DJ Wolf here. DJ Wolf Live. I got a couple things I want to talk about right quick. I was just thinking, well, all this mess going on with the Hollywood scandals, I really didn't talk much about it. And the sexual abuse allegations has been going on for the last, month and a half, 2 months with Harvey Weinstein. And then, what was the guy named, guy who played Kaiser Sose? Kevin Spacey. Who allegedly back in the 80s had tried sexually molest a 14-year-old boy who was also a known actor when he was in his 20s. I didn't realize Kevin Spacey ain't much older than I am. But anyway, and then Kevin Spacey came out and said, what the hell going on here today? Then Kevin Spacey came out and said he was gay, which didn't completely surprise me. You know, I thought he had a little bit of a tendency, but it didn't completely surprise me. And at this point, it don't matter because I think he's going to try to use it as a saving grace to get his ass out the situation he's in because he was messing with that 14-year-old. Really? Go straight. What are these people doing today? This fool tried to make a left turn in a lane that you can't turn in. You can't turn that lane, you dumb fuck. Jesus, these people cannot drive. Damn. You ought to know. Oh, you're from New York. You ought to know better than that anyway. You cannot turn straight now. You have to go straight. That's not a turning lane. Unless they're trying to go to the mall. But anyway, I was saying, Kevin Spacey, I think, was trying to come out the closet after the accusation came out by him years ago. And of course, Corey Haim, I think the late Corey Haim had also been sexually molested. And he also brought it up. That's before he passed away from suicide. He had that issue. He had struggled with that issue for many years. But it was a pretty well-known secret in Hollywood for many years. The casting couch wasn't regulated to just women. Okay, you've also heard about Terry Crews as well, but Corey Haim's longtime buddy, Corey Feldman, who I know for a fact has been talking about this for many, many, many years. I've heard him talk about it in several interviews about the sexual abuse allegations that he had on people. He never dropped names. He finally dropped a name recently. He said it was a former agent of his, agent manager of his that actually had violated him when he was young. But he has talked about abuse from his parents as well. And I'm like wondering why the hell did no one ever listen to Corey Feldman? But then you got people say, oh, Corey Feldman is just, he just talking all that junk now, blah, blah. No, Corey Feldman been talking about this for over 25 years. I know for a fact that because I've heard him say it in interviews, many interviews he talked about this, and no one listened to him. And I'm not a huge fan of Corey Feldman like I was when he was younger because I think he was a better actor when he was younger. He just he was doing it, I don't know, for some reason when he got older, he just wasn't really as much of an actor as he used to be, to me. But I do respect that he did try to talk about these abuse allegations for a very long time, and no one listened. He just did an interview with Matt Lauer about it recently, this past Monday. And what I don't understand, I don't get why no one in Hollywood ever listened to Corey Feldman about this. He said the thing with Wiseman, whatever the guy name is, Weinstein, is the tip of the iceberg. He says just the tip of the iceberg. He says a lot more to it. And I do believe that about Hollywood. Hollywood's been known to be debauchery for many, many years. Look at all the biggest names in entertainment that came out over the years who died from as a result of drugs or cocaine use or some other shit. Or somebody has set somebody up that later on died from as a result of drug abuse or than the other. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is just my take, and this is just me. I personally think, maybe I should block this so much. I personally think that both Prince and Michael Jackson were set up. Do I think they initially started out doing drugs? No. I never. Well, maybe but I can't really say that's that's not for me. But I just never really. Prince is the one I really didn't believe was ever really doing it. I think somehow or another when he got his music back, somebody got him hooked on medications when he got a little sick, and it went from there. Because Prince was never known, ever known to do that kind of stuff. Prince was writing songs. They say he got a vault of songs that will probably be, if they ever release them, if they ever get released, they'll have songs going on for years and years and years. But I know that they said he did write a lot of songs. Even back in the day, I remember for a fact, I heard about Prince writing songs back then. He was writing tons of songs, even during his era when he first rose to fame. This is a guy who played over 17 different instruments by himself on his earlier albums at that. He was a genius. He was, I would think, not Mozart. Is it Mozart or Beethoven? I think he was a prodigy. Prince was a prodigy. No, that Michael Jackson was too, but Prince definitely was a prodigy. There's no question about it. The dude was, and I had heard that he played those instruments when I was in junior high. Prince was only 6 years older than I was, and I heard he hadn't even been out of high school when he got the record deal with Warner Brothers. He was already playing 17 different instruments by himself, and was already with another band before he went solo. But nevertheless, that's a prime example of somebody who I do think that they eventually put on that stuff to destroy and take all of his records. Because I think Warner Brothers knew about that. But that's abuse too. And it's abuse of power from the powers that be that took advantage of a very talented young black man, and raked him over the coals. And I ain't gonna lie. To this day, I can't even listen to too many Prince records without getting upset. To this day, and same thing with MJ. I mean, it's just too many. I won't even listen to too much of the music because I get very upset because of the way that they. What are you doing? What is with these people? Just pick a spot, man. I'm emotionally distraught by it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it really bothered me to this day. I ain't parking back over there. I probably parked there before. I can't park. I don't want to park. I think it was messed up. I parked that this in. Jeez. But like I said before, I'm still hurt by both of their passing, man. Because I think these are two guys who got taken advantage of by the media. They definitely got taken advantage by the record companies, no doubt. And because those guys were just immensely talented, And eventually, as they got older, the record companies were still fighting to try to keep them from getting what they earned. Okay, I think I'm good. As good as it's gonna get for me. So, it's just a bummer. I'm not gonna lie. It's truly a bummer. So, really upset about it. But what's most upsetting to me is the fact that people in this day and age are still doing dirt to each other, man. I think it's one of the reasons why, I'll be honest, why I feel closer to God than I ever have before. Because it's not just a need, not just a want, it's a need. It's a necessity for me anymore. Because I'm going to tell you the truth, 5 years ago, I don't know, I don't know where my mind was about to head, because I don't know, I didn't feel right about things that's going on in this world anymore. And I wanted to get my life right. I felt my life was about to spiral out of control. And that was one of the reasons why I went back to God. I should have never left. I ain't perfect. I've always said that. I'm a work in progress. I don't call myself a Christian. Because I don't consider myself perfect in any way, shape, or form. Yes, I'm a man. I'm very much a man. But I'm not perfect. I put it to you like that. I tell my family that all the time. I'm not perfect. I try to deal with everyday ups and struggles just like everybody else. And as long as I got every breath in my body, I'm going to try to be there for whoever I can be there for whenever I need to be there for them. And hopefully they'll do the same for me. But I'll say this and I'm going to get off here. We got to do right by each other, man. With all these allegations and stuff going on, man, it's time for people to just nip this mess in the bud. And really make your kids aware of who they are and what was the thing about good and bad touch. Make sure that they know that bad touch is always bad. I used to tell my son that when he was very young. Very young. That's where you start. And that's where they'll learn. Now, you can't do that. No. Yep. I always told him that. I'm telling you, he was like 2-3 years old. That's what you got to do to teach your kids, man. To keep them safe, man. See, that was one of the things one of the reasons why I never really thought that Michael Jackson was a child molester. Because I'm not saying that he was or wasn't, but I never thought that he was. And because he was really one of the very few celebrities to this day that ever talked about working as one of his life goals to protecting and helping and saving children. He always talked about that. I don't hear virtually no celebrities talking about that on the regular as much as he did. He gave more money to charities than any other celebrity at the time. Makes you wonder, don't it? The people who you think who are big at heart and giving all that really ain't about big at heart. Donald Trump. It's all a bunch of smoke and mirrors and other BS. Well, this is DJ Wolf. That's all I got. Talk to you guys later. I'm out.